Hi, welcome to Islam page, and today we're going to be discussing about what will be your budget on raising 500 layers, that is 500 pullets from day hold till 18 weeks, that is till when they will start laying. So this video is going to answer all your questions. So I'm just doing the 500 layers. If you are doing 100, you divide whatever budget we have by 5. If you are doing 1000, you multiply it by 2, and so on and so forth like that. Please watch this video to the end. If you are a new subscriber, you're welcome. Please subscribe to our channel, share, and give us a like. This will motivate us to post more videos. So you're welcome back. Starting a poultry business with 500 layers can be a smart move, but proper budgeting is key to your success. So here is a breakdown of what should be prepared for the 500 pullets. In quotes, till their point of laying. In this video, I assume that we already have our well ventilated pen. We already have our drinkers, we have our feeders, we have our battery cage. That's when they start laying, or we have their nesting boxes. Whichever we so choose, I already assume that we already have it. Now, be reminded that when you want to start a layers business, the key factor is that the feed. So, pullets today in Nigeria, as at today, the cost of one pullet is 1,450 naira. So, if you will need for 500 birds, that is for 500 pullets, you're going to multiply the 1,450 naira times 700, and that will give us approximately 725,000 naira. You can see that it's not that much. So you're going to budget another money, which is transportation, because here in Nigeria we source our bird, like our farm we source from Ibadan, and from Ibadan to Ogun State here the driver will charge nothing less than 30,000 naira. Then for their medication and vaccination, budget 200,000 naira. For the brooding cost, that is the brooding paper, whatever, the wood shavings and all that, budget 100,000. And for miscellaneous, anything can happen in this line. For miscellaneous, budget 100,000. Then in their first 3 weeks that we're about to feed, in their first 3 weeks, what I do is that I give them starter mash. I give starter mash. This is just to boost their immune system and to make me have a uniform weight among the birds. So during the first 1 week, I'm giving starter. During the first 3 weeks, that is from week 1, from their day hold till 3 weeks, I'm going to give starter mash. And this starter mash, we're going to be needing about 8 bags for the first 3 weeks. And here the starter I use New Hope. I buy it at the rate of 25,000 naira. So we multiply our 25,000 naira rather by 8 bags, and that will be 200,000. So they are feeding from day 0 to 21 days is 200,000 naira for the first 3. So after we are done with the starter mash, we move to the chick mash. So this chick mash I give them for a period of 4 weeks too. That's in between the 4th week to the 8th week. And for this for this chick mash, we are going to be needing about 36 bags, and that cost about 21,550 naira. Multiplied by 36 will give us 775,800 naira. That's for the chick mash. Now we are progressing. Between the period of their 9th week to 16th week, we're going to be giving them grower mash. You see, most farmers, this is the stage we dreaded most, because they consume a lot of grower mash. They will hit that grower. This period, if you try to cut short on their feed, they will wait for you, because this will delay their laying. So this grower mash is one of the most important aspects, and we pay keen interest when we are feeding our birds. So for the layer match, we are going to be needing about 64 bags. You can see that's a whole lot. We're going to be needing 64 bags of feed for 500 pullet grower. That's between the 9th week to your 16th, and that costs about 18,550 naira multiplied by 64. That 1,187,200. You can see that this take a whole lot. This is the time where farmers, in fact, when you see any farmer during this period, please just squeeze at least 2,000 in their pocket, because we are going through a lot. At this period, we'll go through a lot. So by the end of 16th week, if you manage your bed very well, at least you should be expecting your golden egg, because we are at least approaching the profit stage. And now we move to the 17th to the 18th week. Now, during my home 17th to the 18th week, I give them what is called pre-layer mash. That pre-layer mash, you can't get it. You can't get it anywhere. What I do is that I will use, gradually, I use 50% of grower, 50% of layer. So I mix them together to give us the pre-layer. You don't give your beds layer mash till you have to give them until they start laying. So I give pre-layer for 2 weeks just to boost them again. And this pre-layer, they're going to eat it by the period of that 17th week to 8th. So for the pre-layer, you're going to be needing approximately 22 bags just for the 2 weeks. So 22 bags, and that is sold there at the rate of 20,450. So multiply it by 22 weeks, 449,900. Now at the end of this stage, we should be, if your beds are well managed, you should be expecting they should be paying you back. As at that time, they should be paying you back. You should be cashing out back to back, but you have to make these sacrifices for them. So by the end of 18th week, at least you should be at your egg production should be around 5 to 10% as at then. So let's sum up everything. If we are to sum up the pullet, the feeding, the brooding, and some miscellaneous expenses might come in, you have to include that. I think I mentioned that earlier, because there are some times that something will happen, you have to arrest the case. So you must at least budget one money that is miscellaneous money somewhere, because these birds, they are not playing, they are not here to play. So the final tips that I'm going to give us with farmer is that when you are brooding layers, always budget at least 10% extra to cover up surprises, because this chicken, they are full of surprises. They will surprise you, so you must have 10% extra money somewhere. Number 2 is that you buy quality chicks from reputable hatchery. I know some people will still come after me and say, where do you buy your birds? I have where someone is selling 200 naira, someone will sell 500 naira. That's it. Then again, you have to monitor their feed conversion rate. You have to monitor it very, very closely, because it is good management, good management that will give you high egg yield. If you did not manage your birds very well, there is no way. Some people will say it is until 24 weeks. My birds start laying at 24 weeks. It's because one thing about layer is that there is no shortcuts. It's baggage in, baggage out. So if the quality of feed you are giving them is not enough, they will wait for you and they won't lay. So that's it. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and share it to someone who needs it. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more farming tips. That way we can keep bringing you more valuable content. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.